Void checker Haney. Permission to requisition replacement checker. Situation urgent.
Welcome to processing. Bend over and spread your cheeks. Please. Now cough. This photograph is for medical purposes only and will be protected under the company's strict privacy code.
I'm Dobbit.
Who are you, anyway?
I'm Dobbit. You must be Hanrahan.
I must be Hanrahan? I don't have a choice?
Are you Hanrahan?
Who are you to barge in here and tell me who I must be?
I'm Dobbit. You're not Hanrahan.
As it turns out, I am Hanrahan, but not because it happens to suit your purposes.
I'm sorry, this is where they told me to stay.
Here, in my room.
Yeah, it's a double, right? Wouldn't somebody else stay in here?
He left early. Haney.
Yeah, Haney. Why'd he leave?
Which bed?
Hey, either one, it doesn't matter.
Well, as a matter of fact, it does. This one's next to the air conditioner, which doesn't shut off. I make ice there. A man could freeze to death in this bed.
Well, if it's all the same to you. take the other bed.
Of course, that one's a sweat box, right next to the radiator, which clangs in your ear all night like a train wreck. Be begging for mercy by morning.
Excuse me, is that coffee?
Yes.
I am totally beat for my trip. I should either sleep or try and wake up. Is there any more coffee?
There's plenty more coffee.
I can get it myself, no sweat.
Are you asking for coffee?
If it's no trouble.
Of course it's trouble.
Well, then forget it, really.
So now you don't want any.
Whatever's easier.
Would you make up your mind?
No coffee. I don't want to put you out.
I'm already put out. The only question is whether or not you want coffee.
Well, everything else being equal, yes.
Just means I have to make a whole new pot for myself.
Oh, then you take this.
No.
No, please.
Ow. What you've done.
God, I'm sorry.
It's Merkin. He sounds upset. Time to meet the boss.
Attention. Biological hazard. Please take proper precautions and wear safety materials at all times. Contact may be harmful or fatal.
Atenção, perigo biológico. Por favor, tome precauciones adecuadas. El material de seguridad de uso absolutamente no. O contacto puede ser perjudicial o fatal.
You must be Dobbin. I'm Merkin.
I'm thrilled to be here, Merkin.
Thrilled? That seems a bit extreme.
Well, it's my first off-country assignment.
Yes, we've read your file. Make yourself comfortable. On November 5th, we're delivering the largest order this company has ever received. The work must be meticulously checked if we're to avoid penalties and crippling lawsuits and a tarnished reputation that could bring this corporation to its knees. Unfortunately, until this moment, we've been short one checker.
What happened the last checker?
What? It's enough to say we need you, Dobbin. You come highly recommended. All three plants are operational 24 hours a day. We turn out 7,186 units per 8-hour shift, which means with all three shifts we do
21,558 units a day.
So for a 6-day work week, we do
129,348 units.
factor in a loss of 3% based on our checking. Feel free to jump in, Dobbin.
Geez, I am so tired from my trip.
20,911 units a day, 125,466 units per week.
Thank you. I'm glad someone is paying attention. Our delivery date is November 5th, which means at our current rate of production, when will we be done? Dobbin?
Well, I'm sure you'll make it in plenty of time.
We will finish November 3rd at 10:30 p.m.
Why do I have November 2nd?
Aren't you forgetting the holiday?
Quite right. Quite right. Human error. In any event, we need a plan. When Hanrahan's out checking, Dobbit will be typing his reports. While Dobbit's out checking, Hanrahan will be typing his reports. Any questions?
Sounds good.
That's not a question. This is where you are allowed to ask questions.
I'm okay with no questions.
No questions.
Most people would have a question.
Frankly, I'm surprised.
All right, my question...
No, don't ask a question just for the sake of asking a question. Ask only if you want to know the answer.
I'm fine with no questions.
On the other hand, there's no such thing as a stupid question.
One thing. What are the units?
Excuse me?
The units, what do you make in these factories?
Hear that, Hammerhead?
Well, I'm just very tired.
Yes, we're well aware of how tired you are.
But I was thinking, it might speed things up if Hanrahan helps me with my calculations and I pitch in on his typing.
That won't be necessary, Dobbin.
I mean, because we have a deadline.
I said it won't be necessary, Dobbin.
All right, Hanrahan. You're free to go on your merry way. I'd like to get Dobbin started checking today.
Thanks, Hanrahan.
For what?
All right, Hanrahan.
No, I demand to know what Dobbin is thanking me for.
Dobbin, why are you thanking Hanrahan?
For sharing your room.
I was ordered to do it.
Well, for what I know, we'll make a wonderful partnership.
So, what does Hanrahan say about me?
Nothing.
I'm not worthy of mention.
Oh, he mentioned you.
Does he hate me?
Of course not.
How do you know?
Well, I guess, honestly, I don't know.
Then there's a possibility. He hates me.
Look, I'm totally new here. I've been traveling for days, and
I've heard all I can stomach about your damn little trip.
I suppose technically there's a possibility.
Of what?
That Hanrahan
What?
hates you.
Oh, dear God.
But I got no reason to believe that.
Then why do you dangle it in front of me like some terrible carcass rotting on a meat hook? Why, Dobbin? Why?
I don't know.
Listen, there's something you should know. Hanrahan and I have served here for nearly 1 year. In that time, we've grown to be close friends. I trust you'll respect that.
You got it. No harm intended.
It never is. Do you know that I'm responsible for everything that happens in this entire department? It's a lonely and treacherous job. I make all the hard decisions, the people decisions, who goes up and who goes down, and who stays locked in place, shackled in bureaucratic leg irons, until all hope is lost. What does that say?
Void.
I expect we'll get along fine.
Am I dismissed?
Well, you may come and go as you please. You're a highly skilled professional. professional, and that's how you'll be treated.
Well, thanks.
Oh, David? Entree new. I'd be careful razzing old Hanrahan about his typing.
I wasn't razzing.
Sounded like razzing to me.
No, I wasn't razzing. I wouldn't know how to razz.
You razz him up and down and back and forth. You're quite the razzer, David. He's damn sensitive about his typing. Hell, you might as well have razzed him about his dancing. I'd hate to have you discover that the hard way. Consider yourself dismissed.
Will you be standing there long?
Here?
Yes, there. That's exactly what I meant when I said there.
Where am I supposed to stand?
This is my view. Cheapens it if you're looking at the same thing as me.
Well, I'll look at something else.
You won't know what I'm looking at, so how will you know what's safe for you to look at?
Well, I'll look this way, and you can look that way.
Some of my favorite things are this way. You look downstream. It's the only solution for you to remain here.
Listen, Henry, and I'm sorry about the typing thing.
What did Merkin say about my typing?
He just said you're kind of sensitive.
Well, I'm not.
Why would he say it if it wasn't true?
You'll learn that Merkin's brain has a mind of its own.
Well, I wouldn't have brought it up if I'd have known.
Do I seem sensitive to you? Do I?
I think it's better we don't discuss it.
Well, we are discussing it, Dobbit. You have to mention it to Merkin anyway.
Well, I'm a world-class typist. I can help you.
You're getting the credit.
Well, I wouldn't take your credit.
You'd be a fool if you didn't take the credit. Are you a fool, Dobbit?
No way.
He's stealing credit for my work. You're either a fool or a thief, Dobbit. Which is it?
Those are my only choices?
Still, not a word of apology.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't know. I guess I owe it to you if we're gonna get along.
What are you praying for, Dobbit?
It's personal.
No. Sorry to overstep my bounds with this small gesture of friendship.
I was praying for my wife's happiness.
And you think kneeling on the floor of this hellhole will in some way contribute to her happiness? What would make your wife happy?
A safe return home.
So you're really praying for yourself?
No, I'm praying for what would make my wife happy.
think would make your wife happy? As if her car started making an odd knocking sound. And she pulled into the gas station. And the mechanic put her car up on the lift and led her into the back room. Unbuttoned her blouse and started caressing her milky white breasts with his rough, blistered mechanic's hands until her nipples stood at attention like the recent graduates of a military academy.
You don't know my wife well enough to speak about her that way.
Don't I? What if the sudden, savage groping of an auto mechanic would make your wife happy? Would you still pray for her happiness? Would you pray for that, Dobbit? Or are you just one more little hypocrite?
What do you got against me? People have always liked me.
People also like plastic flowers and chocolate bunnies. Being liked is no great achievement.
Haven't I been fair with you, Ayn Rand?
You've been a perfect little gentleman.
Then why don't you like me?
What does it matter?
Can't you meet me halfway?
I'll meet you a third of the way.
That's a start. But there'll be no more gutter talk about my wife. Even when we're apart, she makes me feel that I'm not alone.
She's made many men feel like he's not alone.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say about my wife?
Catherine?
Lucky guess. You don't know her.
Tell me, she still wear her hair long? She cut it short to look more businesslike and severe. I hope she didn't cap that tooth. I always thought that chip gave her a wild and eccentric kind of beauty.
How do you know all this?
It's a quick stop over at the Tampa plant. There was lovely, lonely Catherine getting her feet wet in the typing pool.
Henry, did you know Catherine?
Relax, Dobbin. She honored you completely from the moment she accepted your marriage proposal.
Excellent. I never doubted her, but thanks. What about before we got engaged? When we was dating?
She didn't do anything a healthy, spirited girl on her own in the city for the first time wouldn't do. You're a lucky man.
Henry, you never. I mean, your relationship.
My relationship with your wife was no different than the relationship she enjoyed with many, many young men. Now, come on, David, let's get some sleep. David! Hey, did you hear our beeps?
So, you're both here.
Did you want just one of us?
This time, I want both of you. But there will be times when I want one of you, or perhaps the other.
How are we supposed to know which one you want?
This is why I wanted to see the both of you. This affects everyone in the department. When I want to see Dobbin, there will be a single beep, like this. Beep. And when I want to see Hanrahan, there will be 2 beeps, like this. Beep, beep. Is that understood by all parties?
Is there a god above us?
What is it, Hanrahan?
Why don't you just lop off my arms and be done with it?
That's a separate discussion.
I as much as own that one beep, and you simply give it to him?
I'll happily be 2 beeps.
Your happiness is of no consequence.
What if I were to give Dobbin 2 beeps? All of a sudden, he has twice as many beeps as you.
I could accept that. I'm not a crybaby.
Well, you're certainly acting like one.
I am not.
Or 2.
Let's ask Dobbin.
Dobbin, Hanrahan's acting like a little crybaby, isn't he?
I think he feels misunderstood.
See, crybaby?
What an equivocating ball of putty.
All right, Hanrahan. Would you like your 1 beep back?
No, it's too late. I couldn't hear my 1 beep without thinking it was Dobbin you wanted.
Well, this is a fine pickle.
I'll give him my beep. I'll settle for the 2.
That's the spirit.
I know how much that beep meant to you, Hanrahan. I'll treat it with respect.
Dobbin, you've been allocated your beep, and it's put the entire department in a tizzy. I suggest you go on your merry way. Dobbin doesn't say enough.
Urge him to say more.
I couldn't do that. Oftentimes when he does say something, I don't like it.
Are you sorry he's here?
I just wish he wouldn't sit in judgment. I wish he could loosen up and be more like us.
And you think we're alike?
We have our differences, but I'd say we're more alike than we are different.
And Dobbin?
He's more different than alike. I think being Dobbin would be a terrible thing. Do you agree?
He seems happy.
Are you siding with him?
I side with no one.
But you don't think it would be terrible to be Dobbin, and that saddens me.
See, I think it would be a terrible thing to be anyone but me.
It's not terrible being me, I can assure you.
Not for you. For me, it would be ghastly.
Ghastly? Why?
If I found myself you, I would only remain you for the time it took me to jam a loaded pistol in my mouth.
But if you were me, it wouldn't be you being me, it would be me being me, which, as I've said, is far from ghastly. And I'm a far greater authority on being me than you could ever hope to be. I'm disappointed in you, Hanrahan. I thought if we both felt contempt for Dobbin, it could bring us closer together. Hey, look out!
You want me to wait up for you, sweetie?
Hey, look. What are those eyes?
Animals.
You're not looking.
I've seen them before.
What species are they?
Free agents. Nothing to worry about. They're outside the fence.
What do they do?
Huddle in the dark, stare at us.
Hello. Welcome. Our story is the story of how one man's dream created a global family. Born in Dayton, Ohio, son of an accountant and a school teacher, our founder built the company on a simple idea. People, not profits. He believed if he hired the right people and kept them happy, well, the profits would take care of themselves. Our record-breaking global success is a living testament to this unique vision of a safe, respectful workplace where people come first. Go ahead. Have a sticky bun. We have the lowest employee turnover of any corporation of comparable size. That's because our employees are one big family.
What is this doing here?
It's for you.
Remove the scone.
I thought it'd make you happy.
No. It was to make you happy. To buy me body and soul with a pitiful scone so I'd be one more dreary cipher who likes you.
Just me being nice.
No. It was a hideous, craven attempt to purchase me, like a bolt of chintz or patio furniture, for the niggardly price of a wretched little scone. Is that all I'm worth to you? A scone?
I swear I didn't think that.
Well, then tell me, oh great and godlike David, what am I worth?
It's in scones?
Since that is your currency, yes, in scones.
Well, I'm lousy with figures, but I'm sure you're worth a lot of scones.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands.
Not millions.
Millions, fine, millions of scones.
You know why Merkin gave us separate beeps? You make him uncomfortable.
He gave us separate beeps because there's only one chair and you always take it.
I've earned the right to sit in that chair. If you ever sit in it when I'm in the room, I'll bloody your face.
He wanted to give me a chance to sit down. That's why I have my own beep.
You don't have your own beep. You have my beep. he's not happy with you.
What'd he say?
It's the way you just stand there.
No, I stand there because there's only one chair.
It seems Merkin would prefer that you be a slightly different person than you are.
I'll do what I can. Where will you be?
This is all it takes. A letter from my one true love. A stolen hour that's all mine.
Unless Merkin beeps.
That's the beauty of it. I'm far enough away so I can't hear my beeps.
So if you don't hear your beeps,
Then I can't be expected to go, can I? I got the bastard by the balls!
what should I do if I hear your beeps?
It's only important that I don't hear.
If I hear your beeps, I have to tell you. Otherwise, I'm a co-conspirator.
But if you tell me about my beats, then I have to go.
Make yourself comfortable, Dabbit. No need to sit. This won't take but a minute. Do you like parties?
Yeah, I love parties.
Well, on Friday, there will be a holiday gala for the entire compound to celebrate Economic Recovery and Realignment Day. I trust you'll attend.
I'd be thrilled.
Will you be seeing Hanrahan?
Well, yeah, we live in the same room, we work the same job.
Will you be talking to him?
Of course.
So you two talk? You and Hanrahan?
Yes.
And what do you talk about?
Oh, you know, day-to-day things.
Sounds like things that friends talk about. Are you two friends?
I guess.
Is he the best friend you ever had?
No.
So, you find him a hard man to get along with, a bit on the nasty side?
I suppose.
A vitriolic, contentious son of a bitch? A scurrilous puss muncher?
Well,
No, I hear what you're saying. It's a wonder you've stood it so long. He drove the last one mad, ain't he?
what happened?
Day after day with Hanrahan, poor fella had enough. One day, at lunch hour, he found a tub of glue in a supply shed.
What did he do?
He drank it all down, glued his innards together. It took a hammer and chisel to complete the autopsy. Quite a testimony to the glue, but a dark day on the compound. It's a pity it wasn't Hanrahan. I'm not sure I'll put him on our guest list.
Wait up for you, sweetie. Do you want me to wait up for you, sweetie?
Well, there's my invitation. Don't hear an invitation for you. Looks like you won't be going to the party after all, Dobbit. Don't wait up. I have high hopes for this party. Of course, it won't compare to those parties in Florida. Oof. Your wife was the perfect guest. She bent over backwards so everyone had the time of their life.
You bastard!
There's your invitation, Dobbit.
I tried to kill you.
It's the first honest emotion you've shown since you got here. I'd say you're making excellent progress.
What if I'd cut your throat?
You'd have gotten the chair.
What if we were to tell each other the truth of what's said in his office?
I think you're up to the truth, Dobbit. Truth doesn't come in a little gift box with a colorful bow.
The truth is, he didn't want to invite you to the party.
Oh?
The truth is, he thinks you're a nasty son of a bitch.
I see.
The truth is, he thinks you poisoned every room you walk into.
Go on.
The truth is, he wishes you drank the blue, Hanrahan. He wishes you were dead.
Beautiful, Dobbit. I'm proud of you.
like us.
The high moral ground we walk makes them dizzy.
It's best not to fraternize. Our judgment should be cold and impartial.
I never knew how lonely it'd be when I chose to be a checker.
You don't choose checking. Checking chooses you. My daddy was a checker. And his daddy checked before him. He'd say, any man can work. It takes an extraordinary man to check work.
My daddy was a worker. Loathed checkers. Thought they were maggots bloated by the blood of honest workers. I only became a checker to cause him pain and disappointment. But then it grew inside me until that's who I am. A checker.
I love checking more than anyone.
I love it more than you, easy, David. It's my whole life.
It's my whole life. It's who I am.
We all love checking, but none's given up more for the calling than me.
I've only seen my wife 11 weeks in the last 3 years of our marriage.
Good God, what a holiday you've had. I love my wife more than life itself. I wouldn't even recognize her as she climbed up through that hole over there.
I was a continent away when my daughter was born, and it was a damn difficult delivery, let me tell you.
With all due respect, Merkin, I think the birth of my son was worse than anything your wife might have gone through.
And when my son was born, the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck.
Piece of cake, Dobbit. When my son was born, it was a brief delivery, and my wife was in horrible, screaming agony for weeks.
Maybe my wife handled it better.
When my wife gave birth, she died. Beat that, boys. Death.
Sorry, Merkin. I had no idea.
Oh, yes. I had taken an off-country assignment in Thailand. I get the telegram that my wife had died in childbirth. Company gave me domestic tragedy leave for the funeral.
3 days per death per family member.
I'm talking paid domestic tragedy leave, if you can believe that.
Beautiful.
I walk up the little path to my house, feeling like a slug for missing her death, like everything else I missed in her life. And who should greet me at the door but my wife? Damnedest thing. They managed to bring her back. She hadn't been dead that long.
Long enough for them to write that telegram.
Which they forgot about when the next shift came in. Human error.
What was she like after she died?
Quite similar. Except she sang differently. I'd hear her doing dishes, puttering through the house, and she'd start to sing, but it was possessed. It wasn't like any human voice you've ever heard. Like someone else singing through my wife. It gave me the chills. I'd go outside, break leaves, wherever I was. I'd hear that voice moving through the house like a ghost. She knew something I didn't know, and she couldn't tell me. That's when I took the assignment here. There wasn't room in that house for both of us.
The river's on fire.
Huh?
The river's on fire.
I'll report that. I saw it first. Don't talk among yourselves. It'll only be a minute. With everything we poured into it, all it took was an errant firecracker. I don't know what to do.
Isn't that up to the regional director?
Incapacitated. I'm the ranking officer. I don't know what to do.
What about putting out the fire?
Ow! Oh, drinking water's in short supply.
That would literally add fuel to the fire.
No, we can rule that out. Except the alternative is to do nothing, which will be seen as weakness and cripple me. This is my fire, and I must put my stamp on it. Is there some middle ground?
Between doing nothing and something that makes it worse?
Can't you issue a strong statement condemning the fire?
Do nothing, Merkin. Nothing at all.
Henry's right. Do nothing. Nothing. Well, look at you, the innocent bystanders, trying to ruin me with your help. I want all non-burning water from the river pumped onto the fire. Now! I have to show leadership skills, or I'll be stuck here forever. Mata fuego! I got my eyes on the main boys. It's the people I take it out. Agua! Mata fuego! Mata fuego!
How did Merkin know the water would put out the fire?
He didn't know. He simply blundered on a grand scale, which is the surest means of advancement. You and I are crippled by our competence.
There's more of them, Hanrahan. And they are not in my guidebook of flora and fauna. What in the hell are they?
What are they waiting for?
I don't know. But I know what waiting looks like. And they're waiting.
They're on the other side of the fence.
No. They burrowed under. And every night, they're getting closer. Merkin has got to take this up with the regional director.
Well, if we want Merkin's help, we best move quickly before his promotion. Something started to grow.
Already?
Look for yourself.
Do you mean?
Turn around. Have a look.
I always admired your view.
It's something, isn't it?
Were you and Dobbit laughing?
When?
Yesterday.
I don't remember.
I'll help you. I saw the two of you laughing.
All right. We laughed.
There you were, throwing it into my face like scalding water. What were you laughing about?
I can't say.
Oh, well, you two must laugh a lot if you don't know what you were laughing at. Do you know how many times you and I have laughed together, Hanrahan?
No.
Twice. And one of those times you weren't laughing. I was all alone out there in mid-laugh when I realized you were coughing. So it has been just once for us in all this time. And you and Dobbit stand there on the bridge, flaunting your mirth.
I'm sorry if it caused you pain.
You were laughing at me, weren't you?
No. Merc.
If you know you weren't laughing at me, then you must know what you were laughing at.
It only means we never laugh at you.
Oh, you speak as though all you and Dobbit do is laugh. Ha, 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 ha! I suggest you put some of that time you spend laughing into your checking.
Is our checking suffering?
Our checking? Our checking? Your checking is acceptable. I won't discuss Dobbit's checking with you. We're near the end of the order. It would be a shame to blunder now.
Thank you.
Henry! Why don't you ever laugh in here anymore with me?
That would be nice. Thanks.
No need to stand on ceremony. Would you care to laugh together?
Now?
Why not?
What do you want to laugh about?
Dobbit? Ah, Dobbit. Make yourself at home. No need for that. I don't imagine this will be a long meeting. If it is, well, feel free to sit down.
How will I know the length of the meeting until it's over?
I suppose you won't.
Then it'll be too late.
Quite right. Quite right. Human error. I received your memo concerning the animals outside the fence.
No, they're inside the fence, and we don't know what they are.
They're outside the fence until someone at the appropriate level says otherwise. I memoed the regional director. I'll expect a prompt memo back, at which point you'll be among the first to be memoed.
Thank you.
I'd say we made the right call on the chair. Ah, Dobbit, there's one more matter of an unfortunate nature. Hanrahan's wife left him. Poor bastard. Yes, you're shocked, of course. I know exactly how you feel. No need to drag us both through it.
Why did she leave him?
Well, it seems she got a bit too close to the Lord. She joined an order. Now she's off to a convent. Took an oath of celibacy, solitude, silence. Eventually, she hopes to give up breathing.
He never mentioned it.
He doesn't know. He received, or he will receive, a Dear Hanrahan letter. You can imagine my discomfort when I read it.
How can you read Hanrahan's mail, Merkin?
I make time for it, Dobbit, just as I make time for yours. No one's getting slighted.
And you kept it to yourself.
I'll show him the letter next week when the work is done and my promotion is locked in.
If he didn't hear from her this week, he'll think she's dead.
He'll receive a letter this week. It just won't be that one.
What will it be?
Whatever you choose to write.
Me.
Copies of past letters from the esteemed Mrs. Hanrahan will serve as an excellent guide. Your nom de plume will be Jacqueline Hanrahan.
You're asking me to lie to Hanrahan?
No, I'm asking you to lie for Hanrahan. He'll survive losing his wife, but once the company cuts bait, it's a fast drop to the bottom of the ocean.
Why would the company cut bait?
Once Hanrahan learns about his wife, he'll be worthless. We might as well void him right now.
Hanrahan values honesty more than anything.
More than his own survival?
I'm just nonplussed.
Well, I suggest you get yourself plussed and give me your answer right now.
And my answer's no.
Oh, there's a swift dagger to the heart.
Well, you wanted an immediate answer.
You didn't even sit down.
You told me not to sit down.
I thought you'd want to go off and think about it some more.
Can I go off and think about it some more?
All right, but don't go off and think about it some more and come back with the same answer.
Or if I go off and think about it some more, I have to write the letter?
Why else would you go off and think about it some more?
I might go off and think about it some more and decide I can't do it.
Well, then you might as well tell me right now and spare us both the tedium of going off and thinking about it some more.
How will I know the results of going off and thinking about it some more unless I go off and think about it some more?
How will I know you really did go off and think about it some more if you come right back in here and still say no? Can you give me the assurance you'll come back here and say yes?
How can I say yes unless I go off and think about it some more?
Very well. A simple no would suffice.
No.
By God, you are something of a sadist, aren't you?
I'm trying to do what's right. I'd do anything for Hanrahan, except lie.
But lying is the one thing that can save him. And you really are saying you'll do nothing for him, which surprises me.
Why?
Oh, let's not be coy, David. I know what you and Hanrahan are.
What?
Don't make me say it.
Say it, Merkin. What are we?
All right, I'll say it. You're palsy-walsy.
Goodbye, Merkin.
Congratulations, David. You proved yourself an honest man. All it cost you was Hanrahan's life.
Merkin. I went off and thought about it some more.
This letter. When everything else is stripped away, the pain, the hurt, the endless aching years of doubt, the rainy afternoons when the whole world closes in, the desolate, lonely nights without comfort, the sudden, torturous intoxications of what might have been, the relentless, impossible hope that can't be squelched. When all that falls away, what remains is you and I. The two of us, together. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Because without
I'm glad you have this moment of happiness, Hanrahan.
It's not a moment of happiness, it's a lifetime of happiness. It's a happiness that won't stop at the grave. You know what this means. It means I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone.
And now that my wife has assured me that I'm not alone, we're free to be apart.
What?
Look, with Merkin leaving, you and I can stay on. One tour of duty, running the department, and we can go back to the country at the highest level. We can be Set Davitt. We'll be them.
You'd really stay on, Hanrahan.
It can all be ours. I can step out of this purgatory that I have inhabited since my damnable night of dancing. I've been haunted, Davitt. There I was, a young jackal on his way up the vine. At my first company party, sweating through my suit. And you have to understand that this is during my drinking days. My wife and I ended up on the dance floor. Terrifying place for a man who can't dance. And even at the time, I knew they were watching. They were laughing, pointing, carrying on. But I didn't disappoint them. I danced as no man has ever danced. Until I was the only one out there. And the whole party was a sorry blur. My poor wife, watching with this awful, stricken smile. It followed me through the company all these years like a monomaniacal ferret. My dancing was the first sign that old Hanrahan wasn't like the rest. The off-country assignments followed. Lackluster recommendations. I did everything to lift this curse. I even learned to dance.
you're pretty good.
Don't patronize me.
Oh, I mean it. Not that I'm an expert, but...
Obviously. I could stop the whispering forever if I ran the department. And I want you to run it with me, Dobbin. We'd be quite a team, wouldn't we?
Accept each other's shortcomings.
I could accept yours, and you could accept mine. If I had any.
We can forgive each other's mistakes. I'll stay on with you, Enran. Your wife was right. Without you, I'll never be the person I want to be. That's me.
I'll never do that part of my wife's letter.
You know how close I am to the regional director? He memoed me right back on the animals. Most memos get backed up in that office for weeks. You're looking at a 72-hour turnaround. Any closer, we'd be tongue-kissing.
What did he say?
Oh, nothing to worry about. The authorities have ruled that the animals are on this side of the fence, therefore they have, in effect, been captured.
Then they're in here with us to do whatever they plan to do.
If we can't identify them, I don't think there's any sense speculating about their intentions.
How can they be captured if we can't identify them?
Are you gonna rock the boat? Because I'll push you overboard before I let you rock the boat.
Merkin, I feel like we are in trouble.
See here, Dabbit. You've just started to make a name for yourself. Don't go out on a limb with this animal issue. What are your plans?
I'd like to stay on for the next order.
All right. This is good news indeed. You've grown as a checker and a man under my tutelage. I'll note that in your report. With my transfer to Spain, I'll recommend that you run the department yourselves. If we can get old Hanrahan into staying around.
Oh, I think he'll stay.
Oh, yeah. I sometimes forget how close you two are. Oh, here we are. Your new contract. Keeping you on the compound for another year.
And you'll tell Hanrahan about his wife.
Right away, now that the work's done.
It's important that he knows that I'm an honest man.
Yeah, you wouldn't want him to know who you really are.
No, I am an honest man. I deceived him, you know, for a reason.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's always a reason for deception, David.
You talked me into it.
And it was about as difficult as tying my shoe. Now that we'll never see each other again, I can tell you, I never much liked you. You've never been comfortable in my presence.
Maybe it's because you made every minute of my life a taste of hell.
I'm your boss. It's expected.
Look, I look forward to running the department the right way, Merkin. With you gone.
You've become quite a brave soul.
Well, Henry taught me the value of honesty.
I never thought you were a very bright pupil. Goodbye, Dobbit. May we go to our graves without ever seeing each other again.
Likewise, Merkin.
Your release papers are both null and void. You're here for the duration.
Dobbit is conversant with my personal correspondence.
What happens between you and Dobbit is outside my bailiwick.
He read and memorized what is most precious to me in the whole world. Do you know what it means to be truly loved and accepted?
No, of course not. What would you have me do?
I've come for my release papers.
I was told you were staying on.
How can I stand with Dobbit now that he's betrayed my trust?
Henry, you can't leave.
What does it matter to you? You're going to Spain.
They wouldn't have me.
What? You were a shoo-in.
The regional director just said that my crisis management skills were too valuable to lose. Damn that fire. I almost wish it never happened. He said it would be an insult to send a man of my caliber to Spain. If only I had acted with cowardice.
You certainly seem frightened to me.
Hanrahan, if you go, I'll have no one to talk to.
You haven't talked to me the whole time I've been here.
I wanted to. I tried to. Human error.
Now it's too late. I'm leaving the company.
You would throw all of this away?
With you staying on, I can't even run the department. What's here for me, Merkin?
Give me a chance, Hanrahan. We'll laugh together like you and Dobbit. My door is frequently open.
Dobbit's deceit has awakened me. I'm going back to my wife, to what is good and true in my life. At last, Merkin, I'm free. Free.
Do you have any idea what this means?
Yes. It means I'll never have to answer to you again.
Oh, very well. Your contract is moot. Your years of service are null. And you are void!
Where are you going?
Home.
Well, you'll be back in 3 days. That's what we get for domestic tragedies, right?
My life is hardly a domestic tragedy.
Well, I thought there was no hope.
Of what?
Her vows prohibit her from even being in the presence of another.
Talking about what vows?
Your wife joining an order. Oh, my God, I thought you knew, Henry.
My wife has left me to join an order. How do you know this, Dobbit? You're an even bigger fool than I thought. My wife isn't leaving me.
You're sure?
Her letter proved that we're one. I'm giving up everything to see her.
Listen, Henry, I cannot let you go like this.
You read my letter, Dobbit, all right? I forgive you.
No. I wrote that letter.
You wrote the letter from my wife. What is it? You can't stand the side of a free man?
Henry, listen.
The only way we can part as friends is if you cease your yammering about my letter.
Running the department won't be half as much fun without you, Henry.
I'm afraid you won't be running it. Merkin didn't get the post. His bravery made him indispensable.
Merkin's staying on? Then I'm truly alone. What can I do, Henry?
What all you company men learn to do, drift silently through the void from one assignment to the next until your time is up.
I don't don't think I can bear it.
Oh, you'll be amazed at how fast the years hurtle by. For days that last an eternity.
Look for the crooked Y.
Nothing you say can keep me here.
Look for the crooked Y on our typewriter!
Anything you care to laugh at?
I'll defer to you on that.
How about Hanrahan?
I found the crooked Y. Why? How could you do this? How could you trample on all I hold dear?
I tried to save you. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. I gave up my honesty for you.
That was the one thing we pledged to each other. Now you've mangled my sorry life beyond repair.
And it took everything I have. But you've done the same for me.
Lie to you? Of course not.
You'd have put me under so that you could call yourself an honest man. Tell me you'd lie to me.
All right, David. I'd lie to you. I'm lying to you right now.
Perhaps there's a place for you, Hanrahan. We're short one checker. Unfortunately, we'd have to start you all over again at an entry-level position. When can you begin?
Immediately. Sooner in a crisis.
Excellent. Sit down. Stop it.
Do you mean it, Merkin?
Please. There's something else you should know, Hanrahan. In the time Dobbit and I have served together, we've become close friends. I trust you'll respect that. Welcome to the compound, Hanrahan. Why don't you go on your merry way to processing? I'd like to get you started checking as soon as possible.
Hello. Welcome. Our story is the story of how one man's dream created a global family. Born in Dayton, Ohio, son of an accountant and a school teacher, our founder built the company on a simple idea: people, not profits. He believed if he hired the right people and kept them happy, well, the profits would take care of themselves. Our record-breaking global success is a living testament to this unique vision of a safe, respectful workplace where people come first.
Merkin has got to take this up to the regional director.
Once the company cuts bait, it's a fast drop to the bottom of the ocean.
Not as much as only that one beak. And you simply give it to him?
Human error. You don't choose checking. Checking chooses you.
Can I go on?
What?
Think about it.
What? Human error.